right, grown Black folks talk. Don't fight for the bottom. I just finished some content about red flags. Before that, I'm doing all these today. You should see this no earlier than Wednesday morning. I just had another thought, and I discussed it Monday. Someone talked about Black women shouldn't elevate themselves and pursue luxury because that may cause the rest of the country to not see us as oppressed, the coveted position of being oppressed. And I said, I couldn't deal with all those things on that discussion because it was too much of a concept. And then I said, and then Monday I talked about this briefly, and I still couldn't manage all of it. And it just occurred to me as I was just about getting ready to go do something else. I try to stay calm. But like I said in the Monday video, that imagine how brainwashed you have to be to think that you have to live your life or someone else has to live their life to not mess with your oppressed status. That's how that makes me feel. But again, it was too big of a concept to deal with completely even then. So I'm doing just this little thing. Whoever you are, wherever you are, do not fight for the bottom position. All you have to do, this is literally all you have to do. In order to have the bottom position, just refuse to learn, just refuse to grow, and let the world pass you by. I bring to your attention as evidence the United States of America at this particular moment that has a significant portion of its population wanting to go back to the lifestyle of the 40s and the 50s. In 20 days, 21 days, it will be an entire January 1st, 2022. So all we have to do is sit around and argue about this in the United States of America. Because what happens is the forces of progress and the forces of redress will essentially cancel each other out. And so we're going to be sitting around going to the bottom. People do not want to believe this, but I'm telling you now, falling back toward the bottom while other nations are moving on. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to deal with the ramifications of what it is. But I bring to your attention the entire United States of America at this moment in history as evidence that no matter how big and powerful you think you are, it can happen to you. Do not be convinced to fight for the bottom of anything. What's the point? You can get there by just refusing to learn and refusing to grow. By the way, this is why you must dedicate yourself to learning and growing. You do not have to fight for the bottom. You will meet it on your own if you do not work on yourself. Don't even bother to fight for it. It's not necessary. The whole concept is absurd, but it had to be addressed a third time. Learn and grow, and you will not have to worry about the bottom. You will always be able to be, as I have my other little mini series we're going to be getting back to when the weather changes a little bit, on the climb. All right, enough. I'm trying to compete with the more wordy version of myself, and I've done some long videos. Thank you for watching. Don't fight for the bottom. Keep learning and growing. Fight to stay off the bottom. Aim for the top. As it said, if you aim for the stars and you miss, you still land in a higher place. You still may land at the top of the mountains. If you aim low, yeah, you're going to succeed every time, but that's not what you want. Keep learning, keep growing. Do not be convinced that your job in life is to behave so that your people can have the bottom spot. Thank you for listening.